What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to G-Ball Vision. Today we are talking about some knives that you have forgotten about. We're going to kick this one off with the OffGrid Knives Enforcer. Before we dive into this guy, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. I would love to have you here. We do daily uploads twice a day typically. All kinds of different knife and EDC content. So let's go ahead and jump into this guy. This is the OffGrid Knives Enforcer. Coming in 154 cm steel. We have this nice sheepswood blade, black wash coating. OffGrid does a fantastic job with their 154 cm. We have extra textured G10 handles. Nice grippy stuff, guys. Absolutely love this. Especially if you are in the trades or, your hands might get mucked up or whatever. Having that extra texture is a game changer. We have a deep carry reversible pocket clip here. Great access to the liner. The action on this thing is just ridiculous. Like every single other OffGrid that I've had in, just ridiculously well done. Did some questionable things with this guy today. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera there. You can kind of see it. But I was cutting some wire with this today, just kind of seeing what this thing is made of. And it plowed right through all kinds of different wiring. Not that I needed to cut the wire with this, but the wire needed cut. This is what I had with me at that exact moment. So that's what I used. And it did a great job, but not without some consequences. The OffGrid Knives Enforcer is an affordable price, usually around $60. It's an absolute sleeper. And here is another one, guys, that has received a lot of attention from me. This is the Real Steel Pathfinder. This thing has been just splendid. 14C 28N, stonewashed drop point blade. We have a fuller for aesthetics there. Dual thumb studs for deployment. We have a double row of jimping, which is an extremely, extremely nice touch from Real Steel. Nice full-size knife. We have contoured G10 handles, nice chamfer in here for nice ergonomics. We have a deep carry clip that is recessed behind the scale, and it's going to be reversible, being as we have a completely ambidextrous knife here. It makes sense. Good choice on Real Steel's part. The Pathfinder, guys, seriously, do not sleep on this thing. It is absolutely fantastic. If you're in the market for a full-size knife that's going to be a great user, that has a crossbar lock, you are going to be very pleased with this one. I'm telling you what, for the money, this thing is an absolute game changer. Don't sleep on the Pathfinder. Next up, we got the Petrified Fish Mini Beluga, guys. This is not a, this is no surprise to anyone. This knife is fantastic. If you haven't had the chance to check out a Petrified Fish Mini Beluga and you're in the market for a more medium-sized EDC type of knife that is coming in great materials at a very affordable price, usually right around $55 or so. This thing is snappy as all hell. We have a nice drop point blade. This is also going to be coming in 14C 28N steel. We have this high polish finish on this guy. Fuller running the whole length of the blade, and we have a front flipper for deployment. And when I say this thing is snappy, guys, it is snappy as all hell. That detent is nice and strong, but not too strong to the point where it's not fun to open and close this guy. I can reverse flick off the fuller, thumb flick off the fuller, and do all the fun front flipper things that you want to do with this guy. G Mascus, in this case, it's orange and black. We have another deep carry clip that's going to be recessed behind the scales. We do have a little G10 backspacer with an integrated lanyard loop back there. I do really like this pocket clip, by the way. It's nice and flat, but it works really well. Going to be reversible for our lefty brothers out there. We do have good access to that liner with the chamfer on this guy, and as I already said, the action on this thing is absolutely fantastic. We have a recent unboxing of this guy up on the channel right now, just like the previous two knives. If you want to check that out, we have that up. Head over and check it out. Next up, we got the Vasti Nightshade, the Thumbhole edition. I wouldn't mind trying out the flipper edition as well, because I do like a flipper. But in this case, we have the cutout, we have 154 cm, and we have a black washed PVD coating here. Listen to this guy sing, baby. Oh, just a tinging machine. Love this thing, guys. That nice, low, kukri, drop point style of blade. Nice little bit of belly here, or a lot of belly, actually. But the way this is designed, because it's angled so low, it really helps you keep in your cut. You still have a nice pokey tip there that'll allow you to poke or pierce into material. You still have that nice little bit of belly. I have found that chiseling and scraping with this has actually been very easy and very pleasuring. You know, it's kind of like a Tanto because of how folded down this is. It is easy to do scraping type tasks with this guy. Detent is tuned to absolute perfection. Acoustics are off the charts with this. It didn't come out of the box like that. It just developed it over the course of time. We have a copper pivot collar here on both sides. Black micarta. That's very well done. We have good access to that liner. We have jimping on the face of the liner. Drop shut action. Nice and controlled. We have a deep carry clip there. Not going to be reversible. We do have internal milling, open construction. This is a nice little pocket knife, EDC knife for 50 bucks or so, especially considering the materials and the design. This thing is absolutely fantastic. Don't sleep on the Nightshade. Next up, we got the original Besttech Slasher. And guys, this was my first Besttech actual production knife right here. And, well, was it? Maybe not. This was my first cheap Besttech production knife, if you will. And back then when this dropped, this was about 70 or 80 bucks. But they are way cheaper than that right now. And I would say if you can get this knife or see this knife right around the $50 price point or so, I think that is a very, very fair deal for this thing. They also have an XL now, I believe. This one is coming in D2. We have a PVD coated sheep split blade. Nice utility style blade shape here. Dual thumb studs for deployment. Nice clean B on the pivot there. I don't know why they double up here. I don't know why companies do that. Just keep the blade clean. You know, leave the logo on the pivot. We have some very, very nice micarta guys here. This is some good stuff. We have a deep carry clip that is left side mounted, and I really like that. It's just a nice change. This is not going to be reversible. They did recess the clip and the screws. Nice touch. G10 backspacer there. The crossbar lock is fantastic, guys. They absolutely knocked this one out of the park. Nice strong springs. Great protrusion here on the crossbar lock, making it very easy to disengage. Like I said, I paid almost 80 bucks, I think, for this knife. If you can get it down around the $50 price point or so, this will make one hell of a utility style knife. And in my opinion, this is a massive sleeper. Guys, you want to talk about an incredible knife for the money? Look at the Artisan Cutlery Aron. Guys, this thing is amazing. This is a full-size knife. coming in RPM 9 steel. We have this nice leaf shape drop point blade. We have this really elongated belly going to that tip. This thing still, though, even the way this is designed, it's still a great slicer because it's not real emphasized. It's just a very long belly to that very nice pokey tip. We have a satin finish. It looks beautiful. The cutout is very well done, whether you want to reverse or thumb flick this guy out. Some of the best micarta. This is up there with Kaiser's micarta. If this isn't Kaiser's micarta, that's the T1, the Bugai, the Mad Tanto. That's what this is right here. It is fantastic stuff, guys. Good access to that liner with a nice chamfer. The detent on this thing is tuned very well. Nice drop shut action. We have a deep carry, recessed pocket clip, steel rollover clip. Not going to be reversible for our lefty brothers out there, but for the money, I would take this all day long. Micarta backspacer with a hidden lanyard loop there. Guys, the Artisan Cutlery Aron, if you come across one of these at a good price, oh my goodness, is this a good knife. This is a true sleeper right here, the Aron. They also have a mini Aron. This thing is an absolute game changer. And yeah, baby, the Migron Centurion making its appearance again from 2023, guys. Don't sleep on this thing. I have had countless people thank me for leading them to this knife. This knife right now is coming in under 50 bucks. And you might be saying, well, yeah, but 14C 28N on the blade steel. We have this nice clip point blade, dual thumb studs for deployment, along with a rear flipper tab that is done extremely, extremely well. Detent is nice and tuned. We have contoured G10, semi-contoured G10 handles. Everything is nicely chamfered and softened down. Great access to that liner with a big old chamfer on that liner. And a milled titanium clip, all for under 50 bucks. Are you kidding me? This thing is an absolute game changer. Go tell Migron he needs to answer my messages, though. That'll wrap this one up. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. I love hearing from you. Hit that thumbs up button as well. That really helps the videos get out there. That helps me out. Puts a smile on my face. Not really, but do it anyway because I love you. I love you, and I really want you to leave me a comment and hit the thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed. And then when this video's over, go watch another video, at least for a few seconds. Love you guys, and I will catch you on the next one.